Hello Capricorn, welcome to WhiteFoxAlfred. This is your March 2025 reading. How's your March going so far? I'm going to be pulling from the Ryder, Waite, the Art of Manifestation Oracle cards, and the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. So let's see what we've got here for March 2025 for Capricorn. One more. Okay. So we start off your reading with the High Priestess. I feel like, unlike most of the other zodiac signs, at the moment you're feeling quite grounded. You're in your strength. Your intuition is clear. And there's an element of love from the home with the Six of Cups. This is speaking to me of this kind of childlike excitement of seeing your best friend. That love, that inspiration that comes when you have no other responsibilities, no other worries. You don't have to worry about dinner, you don't have to worry about paying the bills. There's this childlike love and joy and excitement that's here in an adult way, that's sat here grounded, allowing that energy to come forward. And then we've got the Judgment card, which is telling me instantly that it's time for a shift. We've got the Hierophant next. And then the Hermit. So this shift that's coming to this situation of love and excitement in this adult, grounded, forward-focused energy is causing you to go within. This change, this graduation in some respects, it's coming with this Hierophant card of, I want to say marriage. But I feel like it's something that's inside yourself. I feel like it's bigger than, it's not necessarily about a person that you're in a relationship with. I feel like this is you graduating. It sounds funny, but you're marrying yourself. I feel like that's the stage that you're coming into right now. It's this, you're meeting your childhood self, and you're giving them some flowers. You're saying, I love you. I'm here with you, and it's time that we come together and finally are one together. But naturally, it doesn't come instantly. It takes a little bit of time, it takes a little bit of searching, but it's coming forward, it's coming through. I want to take a couple more cards from the Ryder Waite. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. And one more. Okay, yeah. That makes total sense. So we had a card that fell on the floor, which was the Three of Swords. So I feel like this is you're meeting yourself, your past self, to remove those swords. It's going to take a bit of time, but you're going to leave that feeling reborn. Like you've got new love growing in your hand. Can you see that little rose popping up in the corner of his hand? And that's genuinely what happens when you start to work on integrating those pains, those traumas of the past that are lying deep in your heart that don't really come out unless really pressed, unless really triggered and given the time to really flow. Then it's like stepping out, taking a leap of faith, because we don't know who we're going to be at the end of that stage, at the end of that cycle of letting go of that side of ourselves that just wants to hold on to that pain. When we bring that into us again, in acceptance, then we often forget not entirely who we were, but it's not who we are now. And it's like we are a new human being. There's a new, deeper layer of who we are. Okay. So we've got authenticity, which is key in all of this. When you're looking at yourself in the past, when you're looking at these past patterns, we've got to be authentic with ourselves. We've got to be true to what's actually going on inside us. And that's sometimes not pretty. It can be really uncomfortable, dark, painful to even go there. Painful to accept what we've done as people, and forgive ourselves for that, and forgive others as well. But sometimes what can happen is that when other people hurt us, we can easily forgive them, or we don't necessarily realize we've forgiven them, but we have. But what's remaining is we haven't really forgiven ourselves for going through that experience and it not going the way that we wanted it to. That's the thing that is the challenging part, is accepting that it's gone differently to how we wanted. And that's expectations. In a nutshell, that's acknowledging that sometimes those expectations is what is actually shaping our environment, and not the reality of what's happening. And acknowledging that what is happening right now is happening right now, and it's not how I want it to be. And being okay with that, that's so much easier said than done. Especially when it comes to family relationships, love relationships, work that we really care about. It can be a real challenge. Which is why the next card we've got is Cycles of the Moon. Because it's going to take a little bit of time I'm going to finish off your reading with an Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. One more. Okay. So we've got your first card is the Liminal Dance. Delicacy, fragility, transient, or transience. And that's speaking to me about be gentle. Allow right now what's coming through is this space from between dreams and waking up, this liminal space between the 3D reality of what is happening right now, you watching this video, and me making this video, and the dream space. That space where we're not fully inside our bodies. We are aware of our bodies a little bit, but we're also aware of where we've just been. We haven't opened our eyes yet. That's key. So we are in our bodies, but we haven't opened our eyes. Be aware of what is going on over these next few months in that space. Don't necessarily overanalyze it, but just watch. And spend a little bit more time there. You don't have to jump up out of bed. You can afford to give yourself a little bit more space, because that's the space that the universe is giving you to explore those deeper subconscious aspects of who you are. It won't make sense. You won't logically be able to say, oh, I just dreamt about that and that means that. Sometimes you do, but it's very rare that that's actually the case. But what's happening in this space is it's cleaning you out. It's giving you this time to smooth, and this may sound a bit funny, but it's a bit like defragmenting your hard disk. If you're a 90s kid or an 80s kid, or even earlier, you might know of disk defragmenting. So it's kind of organizing the space inside you, so then you can operate in a bit more of a smoother, organized fashion. It feels like that. That's the kind of energy that's at play. It might be different for you, but that's just the way it's come out right now. And then your last card is Open Like the Lotus. Flowering Spirit. Revelation. And maturity. And that's what I feel like, that's where you're going, that's what you're coming to, is this space of maturity. You're growing up. Thank you, Capricorn. Drop a like, drop a comment, let me know what's going on for you at the moment and how this resonated and what's going on, let me know. Until then, stay safe.